I don't know. This was interesting, but I still love Mr. Bill Cosby.
Maybe you should play like just a couple of seconds of that video into the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, everybody. You get to hear a little bit of it. It's very
Jason,
silly.
you get to edit this all together.
It's loading, everybody. Hold on.
Jello?
It's loading on my phone. So I just read it from my phone.
An easy way to make Jello instant pudding. Shake it. Shake it. Grab any container, snap the lid on tight, and follow the directions. Follow the directions. What's making these watermelons wiggle?
They're jiggling.
What is making these watermelons jiggle?
Drugs
And his penis.
Ooh.
Vibrating.
Are you implying that he has the dope cock?
He has the pudding. Pop cock.
Pop cock.
Pudding pop cock.
I hope you're not a diabetic because it's sweet. No.
If you are, I got a shot for you.
Yeah.
I got a shot for your butt.
This has been a creepy Cosby.
This has been a very special episode of the Creepy Podcast.
Don't tell anyone where we touched
You know what's hilarious is like, and then I watched the Cosby Show.
It gets us more opportunity.
I watched the other Cosby Show because there was the Cosby Show, then there was just Cosby with him and Felicia Rashad,
And then Cosby Mysteries
as
with Most Def.
I watched Cosby Mysteries too, because I'm a Cosby fan.
Did you ever see the one from the 70s?
Yes, I actually watched it. It comes on Esquire,
Where he was the
Esquire.
he's a coach, right?
Yep, he was a coach. I watched the Bill Cosby. That was called the Bill Cosby Show, and I watched that too.
Early 70s, yeah. That's the one that has the theme song that him and Quincy Jones did.
Yep.
It's called Hickey Burr. But he's doing like, Hickey Burr, Burr. That's the lyrics to that song.
Because he's actually just weird singing, doing weird voiceovers, and Quincy Jones did the music. Yeah, I actually watched almost all those episodes.
No, I've seen them all, yeah.
They're really. I actually prefer those really because he wasn't as preachy in the 70s.
You know what it was about those shows is they were way more about his inner monologue. So there's one episode where it's like he gets up and he's jogging and he's like, he obviously doesn't want to do it, but he's motivating himself. And so he's just jogging and he's like in his head, he's like, okay, one foot in front of the other and this kind of stuff. And it's just like this really kind of meditative, contemplative type writing, you know?
Exactly.
I think it's probably just before he had too many kids that just completely ruined his life, I guess.
Well,
because that's all he talked about after that. Yeah,
it was right there.
Well, and then I guess the director Jay Sandrich is the guy who was been his like director for everything. Like he directed a whole bunch of episodes for the Bill Cosby Show and then in the Cosby Show. So I mean, say what you want. The Bill Cosby was really well connected, and he was a very powerful, important.
That's why it's a shame.
Black man.
Yeah.
You know, growing up.
One of the most important, like politically. That's again,
exactly. People forget, like he had a lot of political power as well, and with the black community. So, and even though he made all these, like he made a whole bunch of other weird like blaxploitation movies too.
Bad movies.
Yeah, he made bad movies.
Leonard Part 6.
And 1 through 5 were not bad.
I love Leonard Part 6.
Yeah, I that's such a Desmond movie. It actually.
I hate to say it, but I absolutely love that movie.
It's because of the part with the frogs, right?
The frog. I loved him. I loved him with the Porsche that had the tank cannon on top. It's like he was like a black superhero.
And the dinner table scene.
Yes, the dinner table scene was just amazing. It's just people will talk shit about it because I think if we did a Leonard Part 7 with starring like Michael B. Jordan or something, I think it would actually sell.
It would do well, yeah. And Hollywood's not trying to buy anything that's not a reboot anymore anyway. So.
Well, I don't know. People are fucking losing their minds. The Black Panther. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
The Black Panther's like 90% of the cast and everything is going to be black.
Isn't Adrian Young and Ali Shaid Muhammad, aren't they doing the music for that?
I think so. Yeah. Yes. And then like every other black star that's been in any other sci-fi or comic movie is like trying to sign on. I think the black guy from Michael B. Jordan is going to join the cast.
Oh, he's the black guy, right?
He was the black guy. He was black Johnny Storm.
Okay.
And then Finn from Star Wars is trying to join it.
So, the black guy.
Like
all
the single black people are trying to make this mega movie.
Did they get the black guy from The Wire?
They probably will. Guess to get Eldris Alba in there, make that shit work.
They got Belafonte in there somewhere.
It's like an old T'Challa.
He plays God or something.
Fuck it. No, I'll have to say one thing. If we have anything,
I love Ben
If we have anything to do with like the Panther God, please make that the voice of James Earl Jones. That's all I have to say.
That would be.
He's like, T'Challa, you are the king. I'm like, like wet my panties.
Either him or Forrest.
Pudding everywhere, bitches. Pudding everywhere.
Him or Forrest Whitaker, right? Is he someone really intense?
Forrest Whitaker's in the new Star Wars movie.
I totally.
He's in the new, like the Rogue One. He's in that trailer. And I'm like, I look at him and I'm just like, Forrest Whitaker always looks like he's just tired. Have you noticed that?
Have you seen the meme?
Yes.
What's that?
Okay, he has a lazy eye.
Yeah.
So it's like a picture. It's a face shot of him, and then the left side says sativa, and the right side says indica.
or the other one has someone said something so stupid to you, you get Forrest Whitaker eye. And you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, because this pasta almost gave me Forrest Whitaker eye.
Oh, yeah.
Give me Forrest
You
Whitaker
actually,
everything.
you suffered it very well, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Thanks for putting up
I'm
with
very
it.
proud of you.
I mean, because like when I was growing up, Cosby could do no wrong.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
You know, he was like.
He really fucked it up, didn't he?
He did, though. I mean, the work is still there, and a lot of like what he did politically and industry wise is I feel like that's great, but it sucks that it's tainted, and then you can't think about the man anymore without thinking about something horrible.
Correct. I mean,
You're always going to think about a
there's an asterisk by him now.
beverage.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like it's the asterisks that kill these things. You know.
Well, it's like what's happening with Bambaataa right now, which is just like there's
What's happening with him?
He supposedly is a child rapist.
Yeah.
And so this is like one of the people that invented what I do.
It's a sad.
It's terrible
thing.
Yeah. Your heroes all of a sudden. It's like finding out your dad did it or something. Not completely, but as close as you can get to that without it being like your dad doing it.
And here's the thing, though. I don't know if he did it or not. It's not my job to decide if he did it or not. And I'm just like, okay.
Bambaataa or Cosby?
Any of those people.
Anybody.
Because
Woody Allen, whatever.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I've got problems with that too. It's weird. Like Woody Allen, he really is brilliant in so many ways. Mm-hmm. But man,
sometimes you just got to separate the work from the person.
Well, you have to, because honestly,
the work or the man, as Woody Allen said.
Yeah.
Bullets Over Broadway.
And honestly, like one of the main problems I think we have is we're way too curious about the personal lives of artists, and we don't really just focus on their art. Like we probably shouldn't know about them. We probably shouldn't know.
But that's the thing. It's like when Prince died, no one really knew what was going on with him, and then all these people started coming out of the woodwork talking about this stuff. And I really like the one guy,
Chronic Pain,
and then there's this one guy who was working
HIV
with him.
Supposedly.
Well, that has been sort of disproved. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I mean, because the latest thing was he was just, he was taking all those pain medications, opiates, for his hip pains, and he refused to get.
Yeah, he had him replaced, didn't he?
No, he refused to get him replaced because he's a Jehovah's Witness, and Jehovah's Witnesses don't have blood transfusions, so he refused to do it because you can't have a bloodless operation. So he was suffering with the pain and taking these medications for it, and I guess he took a too large dose, or his body couldn't handle it anymore, and then he passed away.
That's probably why he was doing all those solo shows, solo piano.
Well, here's the thing with that. They're saying, and again, this is all speculatory, that he was doing that because he couldn't stand up anymore, so he would sit down to play the piano, and all those things were for charity. So like Oakland.
No kidding, that's awesome.
Yeah, Oakland, Baltimore, or Detroit. So the guy came out, I remember his name, he came out to CNN, and he was just like, Prince was one of those people that was like, I guess Jehovah's Witness faith is you do things and you give of yourself, but you don't seek it for recognition.
Right.
So he would do all these charitable donations through other people.
That's rad.
So all these homeless stuff that he did in Chicago, all the stuff he did in Oakland. So that's why he was going to these places, because he was doing these shows and then giving that money to the people that needed it. And so this guy came out and it's just like, I want everyone to know, because if you told people Prince did all this stuff, he would stop fucking with you. Like he'd be like, I can't have you in my court now because you're not keeping up.
You can't keep secret.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. And this guy was so emotional. Like he was crying and shit, talking about how cool Prince was, and it was just sad that he died so soon.
Yeah.
But he seems like he's the type of person that would do that.
That makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me.
So it's like that's one of the things. It's just like we as a society get our kicks off of watching this stuff and leaving them. That's why the National Enquirer does so well, because people
love drama.
Story. Exactly.
That's the problem I have with it, and this is the basic problem with all of it, is there is no balance.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So it's fine to be curious, but like new Beyonce album straight off the bat, right? I haven't heard anyone say anything about the music. It's always like this and
The
that,
message
and
and what's
this
going
and the.
They're interested in the personal aspect of it, instead of the artistic aspect.
Everything except the music.
Yeah. Oh, she's mad about Jay-Z.
Yeah, or the video is blah blah blah, or she's wearing this, and it's just like no one's ever like, man, this song is great. I never hear anyone say that.
Yeah, it's about the image.
Or it's
I don't know. I haven't heard any of.
Well, I just hearing people talk. When I hear people talk randomly, because I'm such an ear hustler, I can't help it, and I just notice what they're talking about. When I hear people talk about popular music, they don't say anything about the music at all.
Yeah, it's the production or the person what they're wearing and stuff like that.
It's like the Mr. Show sketch where they were doing the Beatles.
Yes.
Remember that one where they never made a record, they just had photos.
Yep.
So it was like the new photo. They're like, oh, did you get the new photo? It's so great.
Yeah.
Totally, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what's happening now.
It's all what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And
So-
people latch onto that because they're not artists themselves, so that makes sense to them. It's like that's what they feel like they can give. They feel like they can easily relate to these people.
So and I think that's one of a friend of mine, is part of the who. He's a musicophile or whatever, and he's always talking about when people say like he kind of got annoyed when David Bowie died, and then when Prince died, because people were like going on the internet saying, "Oh, music's dead," and blah blah blah.
Oh no, of course not.
And he's like, "That's bullshit." We have tons of people who are actually out there just doing it. You just have to be not lazy.
The difference is the industry is different. So you could still have someone with that level of talent, but they will not ever be that level of influential because everybody can do stuff now, and the industry is not interested at all in putting out anything that they have to wrestle with. They just want to put a new, the spark plug into place. Like who's the new artist?
Fit the package.
Yeah, you just take you take the template, you plug the new artist in, and when they stop working out, you pull them out. But that's. In that aspect, you could really say that music is dead, but that's only on a mainstream level, and it's just different. Like we're not going to be in that template or model anymore. But we weren't. Like 100 years ago too. So there was no popular music until
you just have to go and do. You just have to do your research and actually go out there and look for them. Like that's the thing. It's like
that's what you have to do now. Yeah,
like with comic books or anything. You have to find it. Yeah, you have to go out there and you have to be active in your likes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be active. So I don't know. I know we're getting all deep in this.
Either that, or it's Creepypasta. You have to pay attention to people like us instead of getting active. It's one of the two.
Don't pay attention to us. We're a complete waste of time.
Honestly, the only reason I do this is for you to pay attention to me. So I need all of your attention all the time.
And
I do it for the pudding.
I did it all for the pudding.
I did it for the pudding. I did it all for the pudding.
Give me all your pudding and the pudding.
I woke up and there's a stick in my ass.
Oh, do you have that
That's
dream?
That's a normal Friday night, though.
That Bill Cosby came over and you made sweaters together.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing I didn't understand with that. So
mean?
what was he doing? Like, it didn't seem like he was doing anything wrong. It seems like he just was obsessed with this video and pudding.
Okay.
And watermelons.
And then he descended into madness.
I'm going to break it down to you.
I think he descended into madness. I think he was just like, hey, this is what I do. Hey.
Well, I think, honestly, just from being kind of submerged in the Creepypasta world for a while, what it is, I think conceptually, it's a haunted video.
Oh, okay.
So that's a whole genre.
That's a whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of haunted videos.
Haunted web.
Yeah.
Haunted.
So
video.
basically, he's watching this video, and it's like a curse or something, or it's haunting him.
So it's like The Ring or something.
Yeah. It's messing with. It's in his head. He's dreaming about it. It's taking him down. He keeps waking up with watermelon on his feet. It's like a Clive Barker book.
It seems like funny. It just seems like a Friday night for some of my friends. Seriously, watch a couple of videos, fuck a watermelon, eat a pudding pop, wake up, repeat.
Stick a pudding pop up your ass, cut a hole in the watermelon.
Like I don't think it's madness. I just
cut a hole in the top ramen.
Like I must be like
what? Cup of noodles. That's how you do it.
It just seems like, hey, I have a fetish.
Well, see, like one of my favorite things about the Creepypasta is really trying to figure out what's going on in the heads of these people that are writing this shit.
That's
like,
the
you start
part.
getting into it, and it's just like, oh, what happened with you and your mom? Right?
Yeah.
And it's just
really?
like,
I don't think it's that deep.
Okay. So this story right here. What's up with the gingers? Why is this person afraid of gingers?
He's probably a ginger himself, and it's self-hatred.
Either
self-hatred, or maybe there's a roving band of gingers in his town that kick the shit out of him on a daily basis.
They beat him up with pudding pops.
They put pudding pops up his ass one day.
And watermelon.
This shit comes from somewhere.
I can just see him eating watermelons, crying with like a popsicle stuck out in his ass. No, why are you doing this to me, gingers?
Ginger.
The psychology behind Creepypasta.
It's amazing.
It is. I mean, it's kind of endless, and we
Yeah,
can talk
and
about that endlessly.
That's one of the maybe that's what it is one of the reasons why I want to do this, but I just do have such a need to understand why people are the way they are. I think this is my
Everyone needs to
it's my
communicate
portal
to another dimension.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, it's basically.
So, I know I'm hungry
Portal
for pudding
potty.
now. I don't know.
The pudding. I'm gonna go find the pudding.
I gotta go find a pudding in an asshole. I need a pudding in an asshole.
You know, it's funny. I love pudding, but I can only eat it out of somebody's butthole
with a stick.
And they're so it has to be a stick because like the spoon is cold.
Yeah.
And people
you don't wanna wake
they
up
get
with a spoon in your butt.
get cranky when you get a cold spoon.
Use a spork.
Oh.
Stop off at KFC and get a spork.
They're a little too stabby.
That's
a
fine.
sensitive
Stabby,
area.
stabby.
See,
I'm not conditioned to that.
Whoever's ass you're eating out of
Desmond is.
needs to exactly.
Like the
I had
cows
an
back there.
asshole of steel.
Because I got this cat tongue, you know. I'll break it in. Don't worry. You're a little too sensitive.
Just a little spoon, a little plastic spoon. Get to town. That way you can dispose of the evidence.
It melts.
Strong.
It's like, I seriously now
Like in the
see.
cartoons when they mix up poison and the spoon melts.
Yeah.
You got someone with a hot ass.
I always thought that was weird. It's like I was just like, what is the cup made out of?
Yeah.
Like seriously,
Anti-poison.
If it's melting a spoon,
And
what
then-
the
But the
fuck's
cup's
going on with
great.
this
Well, see,
cup?
it melts the spoon, and then like the skull and crossbones come up. as
Yeah,
part of
I'm thinking-
this wisp of steam, crossbones and skull.
When I make
steam.
pudding, that's what happens. Like I make the pudding and I shake it,
And there goes,
because I'm following the directions.
Yeah.
Follow the directions.
And you're listening to MC Shy D and shaking it.
shake it, shake it. I don't know. This is silly.
Boy, we've really learned a lot today, haven't we?
I think so. I think we've.
Your mileage may differ. Your mileage may vary. I think what they've learned is that we love pudding and assholes. Is what they learned.
It seems to be all we're talking about.
I mean, seriously, you should just name this
You like-
Creepypasta Pudding and Assholes
Well, that's
episode.
basically what it's about, right? It's about pudding and this asshole who supposedly
Pudding
assaulted
and this
people.
Pudding. It should be pudding, assholes, watermelon shoes.
Watermelon shoes. There
Baby
it
needs a new
is.
pair of watermelon shoes.
Oh,
I'm
this.
still gonna market that.
What, you got to get the seedless ones though, because they're like they stab you in your souls.
That's not
Your
good.
souls.
I need sleeveless shoes, seedless shoes.
We could get those weird Japanese square ones, the square watermelons. Have you seen those?
No.
And fill them with
That's
broken
a thing?
glass.
Yeah. What they do? So what they do is they get a
Oh no, I have seen those. That way they
get a
don't
young-
roll away.
They get a young watermelon, right? And they put
abuse it.
They put it in a square plastic, and
They
so as
bind
it
its
grows,
feet.
when it grows, it grows and it forms the shape
Into
of
a square?
into
That's
a square.
funny.
And then when it's finished growing, they take it out and they sell it.
As shoes.
Well, the square as building blocks. I mean, come on, you build a wall out of it, then you eat it. And
I
then-
gotta Googleize this.
Yeah, because that's what I want.
It's from Japan.
I
Japan
can't,
is cool.
I can't eat until I've built a home out of my what I'm about to eat.
A wall.
Yeah, the building that chicken wall was tough.
The bones get in the way.
Fried chicken just keeps it doesn't stack properly.
That's why I use boneless chicken.
You got to get the steaks. The steaks they stack better.
They can't run away.
Or either you pound them with the
They can roll.
tenderizer first. You make them nice and flat.
They just go.
Well, make sure they're dead before you start pounding them with. You don't want
Why?
to pound a live chicken because they
Why
tend
not?
to. Well, they stay alive after their head's squashed.
It's
so
fine.
They chase you around the backyard.
It's okay.
I'm so sad now.
My uncle told me that story once about.
The eggless eggs.
No,
Headless chicken that was still alive.
Yes, my uncle grew up in Madeira, and so they would kill chickens. You know, because
Madog Macar Madeira.
yeah.
It's Uncle Bob.
No, this is my uncle Tony, the other gay uncle. But basically, he told me that they at one time they just they tied a firecracker to a chicken's neck. And then it chased them headless with his head hanging, like, and then they were frightened of it because it was like this headless zombie chicken that was just chasing them around the backyard.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because you know now that chicken's gonna be smoked.
Smoke that chicken, son.
Smoked chicken head. Well, that's what you do. It's like you can grab a chicken by the neck and just kind of like whip it and you can break.
You
its
can.
neck.
You totally can.
I could do this right now. I just don't feel like it.
But it's better to do it with
And then
But if you want
bleed 'em.
if you want your chicken to be the bomb, Use a firecracker.
Smoke.
You're like,
Damn, son, your chicken's the bomb, son. Yes, I
Blackened
blow
the
it.
chicken.
I blow it the fuck up.
I blew it up, bitch.
Yeah, I blew that fucking chicken the fuck up, yo.
Now shut up, eat your pudding
Now bend over so I can feed you this chicken.
in your butt.
God damn it.
Oh my god, this is silly.
Did we kill it?
I think we did.
We officially hit the hour and 2 minute mark. So I think,
All right,
I
everybody.
think shoving a chicken up your ass is the perfect way
This is the ending.
to end the creepy pod. Actually, we could even call it man chicken because that's what a cock is, right?
Kinda.
Yes, that's the man chicken.
Hiding in the man cave.
Yes.
Can I tie a firecracker to it?
And put it in your butt.
Can you? What are you waiting for?
Kablooey!
Let's make this happen.
Oh man, let's speed this process. This coffee isn't working fast enough.
Blousers.
Going to hit stop. Good night.
Good night, or whenever you're watching this.
Yeah.